What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we are jumping into The Flash, the Fastest Man Alive, issue number 1. This is the official movie tie-in comic. This comic was supposed to come out way back in April, but because of everything going on with DC Comics, with Warner Brothers, with all the movies being pushed back, this comic was thought to be canceled. And I'm not really sure if we're gonna get the other 2 issues, because this is supposed to be 3 total issues, taking place after the events of the Justice League movie, with Barry Allen back in Central City. He is learning and becoming the hero that we all know as the Flash. This story is written by Kenny Porter. The colorist is Ricardo Lopez Ortiz. Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, really look at it as a year 1 for the Flash of the cinematic universe. Though he did his part in saving the world during Justice League, he still has a lot to learn. The story is starting us off in Central City, Sally's Showcase amusement park, and we have Vincent in Cirillo. He has started to move some of his operation outside of Gotham, trying to stay out of the reach of the Bat, as all of his men are moving weapons. In the blink of an eye, every single one of these automatic weapons are taken from them. This is where we see Barry Allen. This is where we see the Flash coming in and taking these guys down one by one. They are absolutely no match for him. So far, this is really what Barry Allen has been facing against. There hasn't been anything that has been out of his league. That is until this night. That is when Vincent releases his weapon. That weapon is Girder, giving all the other goons the opportunity to make their getaway. We have the Flash, who is punching the heck out of Girder, using every bit of his might. But in doing this, it only absolutely destroyed his hands, breaking tons of fingers, as Girder just knocks him for a loop. He leaves the Flash bleeding, bruised, and broken, making his getaway before the police show up. As he gets back to the hideout, this is where he tells Inzarello that you really should have waited for me. But what he also would like is double the payment. He just took down a meta. He took down the Flash. The problem is, all of these guns had been destroyed. Because of this, we see Vincent go off the edge. This argument gets very heated and Girder is about to smash him down. But Vincent proposes a better deal, saying that he will offer him triple payment if he is able to kill the Flash. With his father currently being in the hospital, needing to pay those medical bills, he feels as if he has no other option. That is what takes us to 2 days later. Barry Allen trying to make his way to work. In the classic style of Barry, he is always late, even being the fastest man alive. But today, he has to call in, because a giant bank safe goes flying over his head. In an instant, we see Barry Allen jump into action, saving as many civilians as he can possibly save. Going back to his house, changing in 1 second, he arrives back on scene to find Girder. He has come to make a scene. He has come to lure out the Flash. And the Flash is quickly recognizing that he is simply out of his league. He has no way of penetrating him, no way of bringing him down. Everything that he tries is ineffective. And so while he takes one heck of a beatdown, Girder crushing him in his very hands, the Flash is able to use his powers and break free. The moment he is able to get loose, he takes off running. He recognizes that this is too much, that he can't do this on his own, and he needs to go get some help. That is what takes him to Gotham City. We currently have the gang known as the Jacks. They are making their way through this city, terrorizing and doing whatever they please. Believing that Batman had skipped town, they are taking full advantage. Even when the bat signal goes up, they ignore it, believing that it is nothing more than a scare tactic. And so while they raise hell all over the city, this is when the bat arrives. Coming in on his bat cycle, he is in hot pursuit of the gang, with one of the members believing that they are about to just speed out of here, hitting the nitro on the bike, believing this is going to get get them away from Batman. But within a matter of seconds, this gang member has gone flying over the handlebars and the Flash has disassembled the entire bike, with Batman showing up on scene. He is letting the Bat know that I need your help, that I have absolutely destroyed my hands. Girder is raising hell throughout the entire city and there is nothing that he can do to stop him. And so they head back to the Batcave, having a quick conversation with Alfred, because Alfred, he is currently working on micro compression technology. As Batman shows up on scene, we have the training begin. That is what takes us over to Central City General Hospital. Girder is currently checking on his father, barely holding on to life. Medical bills have been stacking up. Girder is doing all of this for his father, feeling as if he has no other option. He needs that money and he needs it now. Now, when we pick up with the training going on with the Flash and Batman, as they begin to spar, he is telling Barry Allen not to rely on your speed, teaching him how to box, teaching him how to keep his guard up. At this point, Barry Allen is getting wrung through the ringer. This is trial by fire. As Barry gets more and more angry, we see him speed off, coming around to hit the punching bag. This is the first time he learns how to supersonic punch. Batman letting him know that most likely what happened is that he hit something at supersonic speed and he was able to alter the molecules inside of his body, thus making his fist denser and destroying everything around him. And so if he is able to replicate this, he would have no issue taking down Girder. The only problem, Barry is terrified to use this kind of power, believing that innocent bystanders could very easily get hurt if he messes up in the slightest bit. As it stands, he can barely keep his footing. He trips over himself all the time. The kind of damage that this does, this is minuscule if he messes up a supersonic punch. Unfortunately, his training is going to have to be cut short, because as Central City Police Department, we have Girder. He is raising all types of hell, telling them to call the Flash, to bring him out, as he leaves Batman telling him that he's not going to use the supersonic punch, that he will find another way that is less reckless. But in saving people as he gets to Central City PD, he finds himself distracted and Girder is able to get a great punch to him. The fight moving outside, police officers opening up on Girder, it looking like they very well may be taken out. That is until Batman swoops in, coming in and covering him in some type of foam, something that is going to temporarily hold him in place. This is where Batman gives the Flash a little pep talk, letting him know that they have gone toe-to-toe with worse. He has saved this planet along with the Justice League. He rushed in here knowing that he could lose his life, that he would lose this fight, that he has to see the bravery within inside of him. And this is when he hands him the Flash ring. Inside of this ring is his very new suit, letting the Flash know that this is the beginning of your era, that this is a gift from him and Alfred so that they can usher in this new story. As Girder breaks free, we see the Flash moving as fast as he possibly can, beginning to understand what this ring is. We see the new suit come out. Before Girder is able to hurt Batman after breaking free, we see the new improved Flash. And so after Batman's pep talk, he is more than ready to do the supersonic punch, hightailing it across town, turning around and running as fast as he can go. We see him bring that punch down right on Girder's chest. With Girder trying to get up, we see the Flash go in and he punches Girder's hand until it is beaten to a pulp. 10 minutes later, we have Girder in cuffs being taken into custody. The day has been won, thanking Batman for the new suit. it not taking a single scratch on it. But he does have a favor from Batman, because while they were having this fight with Girder, he learned about Girder's father, learned about his current state, and what led Girder to go on this killing rampage. Later on at Iron Heights, we have the Flash coming to visit Girder, not to rub it in his face, but to let him know that an anonymous benefactor they donated so that his father would have everything that he needs. All of his medical bills are currently paid up. Girder a bit confused on why he would do this, especially after he just tried to kill him. But the truth is, deep down, Barry Allen, he knows what it is like to be way in over your head and to want to help your father. He's trying to be better at a hero, and he believes that this is the first step. He only hopes that Girder can also change, that he can be better. Now filled with the confidence that he needs to take on the villains of Central City, it is time for the fastest man alive to get to work. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This was a fun little prequel, you know, if the Flash movie ever decides to actually come out. You know, it's a movie I've been waiting, I think it's been like 6 or 7 years now that I've been waiting for the Flash movie to come out. It has been delayed year after year after year. At this point, we don't even know if it will actually come out. They keep saying it will, but who actually knows? My question is, why release this now if you intend to release the movie? I believe it got moved to June of 2023. It might even be pushed back further than that. It seems a little premature to drop this issue. Now, they may have canceled the other 2 issues and had this already up ready for print, and so they just pushed it out. I tried looking up as much information as I could on it. I really couldn't find a lot on what is going on. There is a tentative date for issue number 2, October 11th, I believe. So if you guys actually know if a new issue is coming out, if it got canceled, you know, let me know down in the comments. As a Flash Year 1 story, it's definitely enjoyable. I much prefer Joshua Williamson's Year 1 that came out a couple of years ago. That is one phenomenal story, and I'm hoping that this has the possibility to live up to that. I'm not a huge fan of the artwork, but it does seem to fit relatively well into the way this story is written. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with the current Flash series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with the Flash and Dark Crisis. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to sending free comics every month from me to you. There are tons of perks, and it is a great way to help the channel out. Now, if you're not able to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.